Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class B plus Class C motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Let me try to get out of this wind. Folks, today we're looking at a 2002 Isata Sport Sedan. This is the model number 250. This was a local North Georgia trade-in. 27,000 miles. Only 25 feet long. Now folks, I know this unit's a 2002 model. I know it's 15 years old. I don't think you're going to find a 2002 model that's in any nicer condition than this one. The original owner paid over $91,000 for this motorhome. Here it is with 27,000 miles with a ton of options on it that aren't standard for $34,900. Power slide out with awning topper. It's got the optional alloy wheels. Almost brand new Michelin tires on it, folks. It's got the adjustable air suspension. Got the 6.8 liter Triton V-10. Like I said, 27,000 miles. That's it, folks. This motorhome is only 4 feet longer than your average full-size pickup trucks. If you can drive a full-size truck, you can drive and park this little Isata like it's nobody's business. Optional, like I said, the Alcoa Wheels, that's optional. It's got the optional 4 kW generator, 231 hours on it, folks, running right now, powering everything up inside. Beautiful exterior. It's got all fiberglass roof, very, very low maintenance fiberglass roof. Originally out of North Carolina, so this isn't something that's been up north. We have to worry about rust and things like that on the frame. This has been a well cared for motorhome. The last owner who's had it for a while is out of Chickamauga, Georgia, and they just don't get no nicer than this for a used RV, folks. I'll be honest with you. I know it's not new. I know it's not going to be perfect, but I promise you, you look at 100 2002 model Isatas, I have no doubt in my mind this will, as far as condition and everything, this will be the nicest one out of that 100. I mean, it's that nice of a motorhome, folks. Very, very fortunate to have it. He went to every dealer in the area trying to trade with them. And the reason he traded with us is because he said what we were selling for $10,000 or $15,000 less was nicer, way, way nicer than what the other RV dealers were selling for $10,000 to $15,000 more. And that's why he traded with us, folks, because of our prices. Well, and I've got this thing priced to sell, folks, $34,900, 27,000 miles. Got the, of course, this is factory grill on it. 6.8 V10, windshield's perfect. Everything's factory. Still got the factory carpet in it that looks great. You know, most 15-year-old motorhomes we have to change the carpet out on. Not on this one. Look at that fiberglass exterior. He's kept it washed and waxed. He's kept it under cover when he wasn't using it. You know, there's no telling what he spent putting those Michelin tires on. Don't get me wrong, folks. Michelins are great tires. And they cost, and they know it, they cost about twice as much as a cheaper brand tire like a Hankook or Kumho or something like that. But you get what you pay for. You get a tire that's going to last a long time, and the kind of person that spends the extra money to put Michelins on their motorhome over those cheaper brands is going to take care of it as a rule of thumb. It's got the optional outside entertainment center, got the awning, trailer hitch on the back. $91,000 new, folks. This thing was as much new as many Class A's on the market back in 2002. 25 feet long. I mean, this thing, it's why they call it a sports sedan. It's like driving a sports car. It's got the same motor and transmission you see in 38, 39 foot Class A motorhomes. And you can park it in a regular parking spot. It's as easy to drive as a full-size truck or a full-size van. And of course, let's take a look inside, folks. You're going to love the interior. You got the power step that works great. Like I said, I've got the generator running. I want to show you about a $6,000 option in these small motorhomes. Hydraulic leveling jacks, and they're automatic. So That's about a $6,000 option when this unit was new, and it cost you about $4 or $5 grand now if you bought one without jacks and put it on it. So but you don't have to worry about it because it's got them. Look at the interior of this little motorhome, folks. It's roomy, it's easy to use, it's simple, and most importantly, it's a very high quality unit. Fiberglass roof, so you don't have to seal the roof every year. You know, there's no such thing as a maintenance-free roof, but this is as close to it as you can get. You go up there, you may have to seal around your skylights or vents or antenna or anything like that. But other than that, that's it, folks. 27,602 miles. The seats are leather. They look great. It's got the heated mirrors, power mirrors, CD stereo factory. The dash is not beat up. I've got the motor running. Notice there's no check engine lights or brake lights or anything like that. Original carpet, original interior, in just great shape, folks. Generator, 232.2 hours and running right now. Excuse me, folks. You got an extra radio right here that works. And then, of course, you've got your stereo too from your chassis. All the books and manuals are included. And folks, and I always do this because, and anybody that's going to buy a used RV, I strongly recommend you do this too. Go online and download and print off the factory brochure. You know, there's people on eBay selling these right here, the original brochures, for 14, 15 bucks. And you can go right to the manufacturer's website and download the same thing for free and just print it out. And every time there's one available, which is about 90% of the RVs out here, I always print a brochure to leave in it. And the benefit of that is every motorhome is manufactured differently. And I could go through this thing and do an hour-long video about how this one's made. But if you look in the owner's manual or the brochure, you'll learn all of that. And it's also handy too, because when you do an NADA on these RVs, folks, let me tell you something. 99% of the people who put NADAs in their advertising, they're wrong. Because they add all these options that are standard equipment. And the only real way of knowing what came standard and what came optional on the particular motorhome you're looking at, factory brochure, it'll tell you. So that way when you do add options to it, and by the way, this thing is priced about $5,000 under NADA retail with the options that are on it, you're actually getting a true value. You know, you don't add for air conditioners and awnings and refrigerators and all that stuff in the NADA because this RV came factory with all that. So why are you adding for it when it's used? It just doesn't make sense, and most people don't understand that. But the only way short of calling the factory is to get online and download and print the factory sales brochure from that year model. Easy to do. It took me 30 seconds to find this one on Google. And I always put one in it, so if you do look at this in person, you can sit in here and read it and learn everything you want to know about the coach. But it is all fiberglass roof. It's got a sleeper sofa. This makes your main bed. This table is removable. It stores in the closet. Your table booth makes your auxiliary bed, so you can sleep 3 to 4 people in this motorhome if you want to. Solid. This is the light maple wood cabinets. That was an upgrade. It's got this came factory with a 6 cubic foot RV refrigerator freezer. This one comes with an 8 cubic foot, the optional 8 cubic foot, and it's already getting cold. Slide out pantry. Big closets. It's got the hideaway hardware like the Airstreams use. We just push it and pull it out. This is where your closet, this is, of course, where your table and legs will store. Looks like they left some slide-out jacks, slide-out locks, which you don't really need. You've got the step cover for the back when you're traveling, and then it looks like they left a bathroom rug in here. Solid wood. Nice countertops, double stainless sink. You got fluorescent lighting throughout the entire RV. Lots of cabinets, lots of storage. Stovetop, doesn't look like it's been used. It's got the grill to convection oven, which I've got one of these in my Winnebago, folks. I use this more than I use just about anything because it's a regular microwave, but it's also an electric oven, and it's a grill. So you can actually put you a piece of steak or a chicken or fish or whatever you want to put on here, vegetables. And if you're in a, if you've been driving all day, you want to make a quick meal, you don't want to go out, you just got set up at the campground, you don't have to fool with charcoal grill or propane. You just put you something on there to cook and cook it on the convection setting, and it'll grill it just as good as if you grilled it outside. And very easy cleanup. I love mine, folks. Every RV I buy from now on, if it doesn't have one of those, I'm putting it in it. Even if it's already still has a good microwave convection oven in it. So that is a nice, I can personally guarantee you're going to love that grill to convection oven if you use it the way I do. But anyway, here in the back, this has got it's a different setup. You basically got a rear bathroom, so to speak, because you've got an outside lavatory sink area, and you've got a water closet and that is the upgrade Thetford China toilet. And you do have a nice shower. It's got the plastic surround. You can look around the skylight. Everything looks great. No water damage or stains. So they've obviously kept the service up on the roof. You notice all the vent fans, they don't put the little cheap fans with a 5-inch blade. They actually put the full fantastic vent fans, which are $200 or $400 a piece. And that's a nice feature. Believe me, especially in the bathroom, because you can circulate the hot air when you're taking a shower out of it. And you don't get the mold and mildew problems like you do on the ones that don't have it. Of course, you've got the carpeted headliner, which helps insulate the RV. It helps reduce road vibrations. Looks great. And the main thing that's good about these right here, if you ever have a roof leak, you're going to see it really fast with this carpeted headliner. And there is no stains in here. There's no leaks. And I cannot stress to you enough how well this RV's been taken care of. Now, folks, I'm going to go ahead and do my little disclaimer. For those of you who watch my videos, you don't want to hear the disclaimer, just fast forward the next 2 minutes of the video. For those of you who have never seen my videos or are considering buying used over new, let me go ahead. You might want to listen to this, and I'll keep it as short and to the point as I can. Folks, this is a 2002 model motorhome. This unit is 15 years old. New, that's stickered for $91,000 plus all the extra options that would have cost more. So it's safe to say whoever originally bought this thing probably paid closer to $100,000 for it, with the jacks and all the other stuff this unit has that's not standard. That being said, folks, this unit is priced for $34,900. You're talking $55,000 roughly worth of savings. $55,000 with 27,000 miles. You're saving $55,000 over what it originally cost you, and probably more than that. But folks, that $55,000 in savings comes with a price that every buyer has to pay, whether they buy from us, from another dealer, or for sale by owner. That price is everything in this motorhome is 15 years old besides the tires. The exterior, the interior, the carpet, the striping on the outside, the finish, the appliances, the furniture, the motor, the drivetrain, everything in this motorhome is 15 years old. It has 15 years worth of age, 15 years worth of use. There's going to be imperfections, and I've been in this thing about an hour before I shot this video. I couldn't find any worth mentioning, but I'm sure if you spent a day in a magnifying glass looking over this thing, you're probably going to find some minor imperfections, folks. Those imperfections are part of buying a used RV. If it was perfect, it didn't have any imperfections, it would be $91,000 instead of $34,900. But, of course, truth be known, new RVs have just as many, if not more, imperfections than used ones. That's why when you go to any of the big dealer service lots, all you see is 1 and 2 year old RVs in their service area getting warranty work that performed on them. That being said, folks, if you're the kind of buyer that's always bought new houses, always bought new cars, trucks, always bought new everything, buying a used RV may not satisfy you as far as if you're used to having something that's perfect. So my advice to you, if you're the kind of buyer, because there's always two types of buyers that buy RVs. There's the ones that can buy used and the ones that need to buy only new. If you're the kind of buyer that picks everything to death, that wants it absolutely perfect, folks, my advice to you, Isata, they still make them about $130,000, $140,000 now for something like this. Go to your local Isata dealer, spend 120, 130 grand and buy a brand new 17 model, because that way you're going to be satisfied and you're not going to cause any problems. Because, you know, when you have somebody that should buy new trying to buy used, it creates problems for all parties involved, the buyers and the sellers. We don't want problems, folks. Now, if you're the kind of buyer that knows what used means and knows what that entitles, and that is that there's going to be imperfections, and you want to buy used because you want to obviously save $55,000 off what this thing costing you, well, folks, I can help you out. You know, we've been in business 49 years. We try to be as honest and fair to our customers as we can possibly be. That's why I always do this disclaimer, folks, because I don't want somebody coming in here thinking they're buying a brand new 15-year-old motorhome, because there is no such thing. Now, granted, this is probably nicer than any other 2002 model on the market today, especially for under $35,000. It's still not new. There's still going to be imperfections, even if you don't see them. So, folks, what we do is we go through these things and we make sure the functionality works. We make sure the generator works when you take it camping, the slide out, the jacks. We make sure the the drivetrain, the motor, the transmission, all that runs great. We make sure the plumbing works without any leaks. We make sure the propane system works. We make sure the refrigerator works, the microwave, the stove top. We make sure all the cabinets work. We make sure your sofa and your table booth make beds like they're supposed to. Basically, we cover everything as far as functionality. Cosmetics, folks, what you see is what you're getting. You know, cosmetic imperfections is part of buying a used motorhome. And we cannot do anything about it, even if we wanted to, because you can spend $150,000, you can spend $500,000, strip this thing down to the bare metal and redo the whole thing. You're still got a 15-year-old motorhome. So that being said, folks, I just want to get that out of the way. I know a lot, you know, most people like my disclaimer because it puts things in perspective, but there are the occasional few that don't, and I'm sorry. I'm going to continue doing them because our business has actually increased since I started doing these disclaimers, and it eliminates problems before it starts, because we're a high volume dealership, folks. We sell 600 plus used RVs a year. We don't want problems. We don't have time for problems, and I'm sure you as the buyer don't either. So that being said, folks, we'll go back through the video tour. Like I said, you got an 8 cubic foot refrigerator, big bathroom area. You've got an ice cold ducted air. That's a 15,000 BTU ducted roof air. And like I said, we're going to go through a major systems check after purchase by my certified RV techs. $34,900, that's a haggle-free price. That's out the door. There's no extra fees. You know, you go to these other RV dealerships, you're going to spend another $10,000, $15,000 for this same motorhome at another RV dealership, and probably with more miles. And then, just to add insult to injury, what they're going to do is add $2,000 freight fee for where they brought it in, even if they traded for it there. They're going to add an $800 processing fee for what I don't charge you anything for, basically to make sure everything works on it and to repair anything that doesn't. Which we do, we just don't charge you for it. They're going to hit you up with a $300-400 documentation fee to do your paperwork, which takes 10 minutes. They're going to hit you up with a temporary tag fee, a title fee. Before you know it, folks, that price they're giving you suddenly goes up by $4,000 or $5,000 because of all those fees. I'm going to tell you a secret, folks. All those fees are 100% dealer profit. It's a big scam. to get you to pay more for the RV and disguise the extra profit in the form of extra fees. So, you know, keep that in mind, folks. Even the dealers that do haggle, and they're getting fewer and fewer, whatever they knock off the price, they're going to add right back with fees. Another way dealers make a lot of money off of you is financing. You know, 80-85% of buyers need to finance their purchase, which that's just the way it is. Well, what they have learned to exploit people who need to finance RVs by marking the interest rate up over what the bank approves you for. So in other words, the bank approves you for 4%. Customer, of course, you have no way of knowing that since you have no contact with the bank, because the contact is between the dealership and the bank. Well, the dealership sets you down and goes, Mr. Customer, congratulations, we got you approved. 6%, 6.5% interest rate, sign here, here, and here, and this is your motorhome. You just overpaid by thousands of dollars if you do that for most RV dealerships, because most of them mark the rate up, costing you thousands of dollars over the life of an RV loan in the form of higher payments and higher interest rates. Well, Parkway RV Center, folks, we offer financing as a courtesy to our consumers, to our buyers, not as a way to make money. So whatever the bank approves you for, folks, if they approve you for 3.5%, 4%, that's what you pay. If they approve you for whatever rate they approve you for, that's the rate we quote you. We don't make any money on financing. We do not mark interest rates up one smidget. I can promise you, folks, 90% of the other RV dealers or more that do finance RVs, that have financing available, they mark rates up, because that's just another way for them to make money and to get you to pay more. That's why you see so many people driving around in RVs that they bought 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, and they still owe just almost what you can buy their motorhome for new, because these finance managers mark those rates up. They charge those fees. They charge them for all these extra services like fabric protection and interior protection, gap insurance, you know, extended warranties, all this stuff, folks. All that stuff they offer you is marked up 4 or 5 times over dealer cost, and 4 or 5 times more than what you can buy it for yourself if you get online and look. You can get gap insurance for your insurance company for a couple of $100. A dealer's going to charge you $3,000 or $4,000 for what you can get for $300 or $400 at your insurance company, and things like that, folks. So, you know, we don't hit you up with all these fees. We don't try to talk you into buying all these services that are not worth the paper they're written on. You don't have to worry about haggling price. The price you see is the price you pay out the door, plus sales tax if you're a Georgia resident, since we're a licensed, bonded, insured Georgia dealer. All out-of-state buyers will pay their sales tax when they title and tag this motorhome at their local DMV office in your home state. You get a 45-day drive-out tag from us, good anywhere in the country, folks, no extra charge. You get a complete walkthrough by one of my RV technicians, again, no extra charge. You get the major systems check by my certified RV techs, again, no extra charge. A free starter kit, free instructional DVDs, all included, $34,900 out the door, 27,000 miles, $91,000 plus new. It just doesn't get any better than this, folks. It's priced thousands under NADA. It's got the jacks. It's got all the extra options that you want, nothing you don't. And then some. Give us a call, 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays. Yeah, look at that headliner too. I mean, you can look it over. Ooh, dirt right there, but there's no water stain. But anyway, call us, 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com. We got over 170 used RVs in stock, lowest prices on the internet, and the best selection of used RVs in stock of any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us. Folks, we don't have commission salespeople, no games, no gimmicks, haggle-free prices, out-the-door prices. It doesn't get any easier to buy a used RV than it does here at Parkway RV Center, and we save you thousands over what these other dealers charge. No fees, no finance interest rate markup, no No unnecessary expenses on top of the sales price. I mean, it's just as easy as it gets and stress-free as it gets. 49 years in business. We are one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently owned, family-operated used RV dealerships in the United States today. We sell close to 600 used RVs a year. We've been doing it for almost 50 years, 5 decades now. Third generation, family-owned and operated. Folks, you know, you don't stay in business as long as we have and sell as many units as much as we do if you don't do something right. And obviously ours is our prices and the quality of our RVs. Get online, look at other dealers. We want you to shop our competitors first, by the way. Look at what other dealers are asking for their Class B pluses with slides and jacks in 27,000 miles. And see and compare that to what you can buy this one for. And you're going to see there's no comparison, folks. So call us. You can email us, sales@parkwayRVcenter.com. You can like us on Facebook. We're on Instagram and Twitter. You subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can like the video. You can email us. Let us know if we can help. I look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringo, Georgia. And we do arrange nationwide delivery. Help you arrange it. And we have sold to buyers from all 50 states and Canada, and even overseas in England, Italy, Europe, Australia, and the Netherlands, and other countries, folks, because of our prices. So give us a call, drop us an email. I look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringo, Georgia.